Good, happy Wednesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, a woman dies after being run over by own car. An 86-year-old woman was killed when she was run over by her own car Wednesday in Durham. Police said they are still trying to determine what happened after they found the woman about 3:30 p.m. lying on Badged Road with serious injuries. Her car was ideally nearby. Investigators said it appears that the woman was dragged by her car before she was run over. Her identity has not been released. The woman was brought to a nearby hospital with life-threatening injuries. Police later confirmed that she died of her injuries. Portsmouth middle high schoolers to get extra hour of sleep. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Starting next fall, the bell will ring an hour later at the middle and high schools in Portsmouth.
7 a.m. for my, let's see, he's 11, is just torture. He's just a zombie in the morning, and he's just not ready to get up that early, so it impacts everything.
Mornings next year will be less of a challenge, and I think developmentally it's the right call for everybody.
After receiving more than 2,000 survey responses from parents, the school board voted 8-1 to make the change.
Most parents that do pick up, they don't want to be picking up their kids at like 2:15.
I work full-time, so that's hard too. So for me, it's better to do later.
Superintendent Steve Zadrovic says the idea has come up twice in the 11 years he's been with the district.
I've been contacted by a couple schools just today, and I know Oyster River voted to go to a later start time a couple of weeks ago, so I think it's something that's gaining some attention.
The parents we spoke with say it will be an easy transition, even for their kids who don't need the snooze button.
My 13-year-old is a morning person, and he's like ready to go.
One of them might not agree with it, but I think them getting more sleep will be good.
There are still questions of how this will affect after-school programs, sports, and transportation. All details the board will be looking at.
Really, we have the benefit of some time now to do some of that detailed planning.
The superintendent tells us this was really a community-based decision. They were at one point considering a change to the elementary school start time, but based on feedback they got from parents, they decided not to pursue it. Live in the studio, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Seven dead, at least 53 injured in Tennessee wildfire, officials say. At least 7 people have died from a massive eastern Tennessee wildfire that has burned more than 50,500 acres in Sevier County, officials said today. Kramer's Guide to Making Money from Trump's cabinet picks. The S&P 500 may have closed in the red on Wednesday, but Jim Cramer wasn't sweating it. It was clear to him that Washington is about to become very business-friendly when President-elect Donald Trump announced a slew of pro-business cabinet selections on Wednesday. Tutor charged with child abuse after boy 7 suffers fractured jaw. Let's take a listen to the video from CNN.
None of the teachers was there to help him. Nobody was there to help him. Nobody. He can't throw himself into the wall and push his gums and his teeth back and fracture his jaw and all that by himself. He only 7 years old.
Okay, and there you go on that report. That does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.